Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, thank you all for coming. As we approach winter again, we will entertain public comments at this time. Jason LaReef, Boardman Township.
Thank you, commissioners. I have a letter that the trustees had asked me to bring down that I can hand to you. I have copies.
Be specific.
Being very
Your
specific,
trustees only, or all the trustees of Mahoning County?
just my trustees.
Well, I didn't see a letter, so.
I just cracked the whip, told me to, hey, head down there and communicate this. What they wanted to communicate today was the need for some assistance, leadership from the commissioners. And I can read this quickly if you'd like, but it's basically regarding county emergency medical services or EMS. So this is, again, pretend I'm all three of them talking. I'm not, just the messenger. We, the Boardman Township trustees, are asking for your help and leadership to address an issue that impacts the entirety of Mahoning County, which is emergency medical services. The EMS network in Mahoning County is made up of various local entities and private companies, all who seem to be struggling with staffing and response. Yes, this is partially because of labor shortages facing the country, but largely it's because it's a very substantial financial burden for any one community or company alone. Boardman Township put together a committee of private citizens to review what it would take to establish a service for our community. It is not something we, the elected officials, would attempt to put together, knowing that the entire EMS system is stretched too thin and we require a community resource to be pushed to other communities, which is currently happening now. We believe the best approach is a regional one, which provide for cost sharing with all communities involved, better resource management, and stable EMS system that can provide support for our county. Currently, we are aware that Lanes Life Trans has pulled out of Struthers, Camo, Lowville, and Coatesville. We are also aware that AMR is asking the city of Youngstown to supplement their operations in order to be able to continue to provide coverage. This spring, the Cardinal Fire District is asking their voters for additional tax funding to hire personnel, as they are currently jumping back and forth between fire trucks and ambulances. We have heard that Austintown Township is buying ambulances, but has limitations on when they can actually provide service. We are also aware that emergency medical dispatching is something that different area fire chiefs have had concerns about. Seeing all these issues, we believe that the EMS service would be best addressed regionally. It is our hope that working together, we can reach out to other communities and private companies to discuss and develop a county-wide strategy that helps every community receive quality and cost-effective EMS services. We respectfully ask for your help to move forward with a comprehensive and affordable solution to this very critical issue that impacts every Mahoning County resident. So signed, Trustee Brad Calhoun, Trustee Thomas P. Costello, and Trustee Larry Molinterno. That was the message I was to bring today. If you have any questions, I'd be more than happy to field them. But obviously, it's something I think that they feel strongly about, and they see the other communities kind of put something together that works, and it's a tough situation.
I believe, I know Youngstown's having a problem with AMR, and there are issues. But has anybody spoke to our state legislators to see if maybe there's money in their, and I know they have money to help us
I hope
work
they do.
through the state of Ohio. I mean, this is not just a Mahoning County issue. This is everywhere. Because you can't get ambulance service. I mean, there's a no-win situation. I know there's ways you can make money on, not even make money, break even, but it's a tough deal.
Yeah.
Well, the reason ambulances are going out of business is because they can't break even. So, I mean, so if it's going to be subsidized by government, it needs to be done at the state level so that the money is a continual thing. just think how far the $14 million that we don't have this year that was in the state, that the state legislature pillaged from Mahoning County in 2017. It would have been 14 million additional coming in from the MCO fund sales tax. We could subsidize purchasing a lot of ambulances and help a lot of communities with 14 million every year that has been taken since 2017. So we're on your side, and obviously with the dispatching that we control, it's important to all of us, and so we definitely want to be involved and make sure that we try to champion it. But the first thing I want to do is, I'll talk to my colleagues, is to get Ruley, Catrona, Hagan, all of them involved and see what the state's going to do to address the situation that we all feel. There's still $3.5 billion in the rainy day fund.
I think.
And the MCO funds they took, off of us, we're now collecting $1 billion a year of the money that used to go to the 88 counties. In fact, one of the counties in Southern Ohio that they took the money from was 40% of their total budget. So there's.
So what we'll do is, I think what a good idea would be is to, maybe we'll have a round table, we'll discuss it.
Please, yes.
And we'll get a round table. I had calls from other areas. I had a call from one of the Cardinal Fire District controllers and also some other people. And I think Andy Frost talked to us about this as well.
Sure.
I think a round table discussion here, like we did for other issues that we've had in Mahoning County. And we'll put something together. We'll let everybody know that's all involved in this, including Youngstown. Because I know Youngstown's having an issue because their ambulance does not reach all of the Youngstown people. And I know policemen that have taken residents to the hospital. That's not right. I mean, my God, one was a heart attack patient. Thank God the guy was strong enough, was able to make it to the hospital. So there are issues. We all know it because we're all getting calls.
And if there's
So
anything
we
we
will-
can do to help at the township, I told the trustees that I would come down and relay the message and offer facilities. Any services from my staff that can help kind of facilitate discussions, but anything we can do. We see it,
Okay.
everybody's struggling, and we wanted to kind of find a way, as the county commissioners, you guys can help kind of maybe lead the charge a little bit and get people.
We'll recruit the troops. How's that?
Thank you very much. That's all I can ask
You have
for.
something?
Yeah, I'd say to Jason, I mean, it's best to be proactive than reactive. This is an issue that none of us can ignore anymore. People need ambulance service. It is a responsibility that we have to the community. I like the fact of the matter is that you've recognized this as a regional approach, because we're all stakeholders in this situation. So I'd like to sit down, as Carol and David said, and see what we can do to work something out. I'm sure there's a solution, and that's what we need to find, because if I call an ambulance, it's a matter of time. And everybody needs that kind of service. So I'm on board with it.
So we will
so
let
much.
you know, and we will let all the other areas know, Youngstown, Camel Struthers, all of the Cardinal Fire District people, including the cities and villages, so we could have a representative. And at that time, we'll also have our state reps here.
Bring them in.
And we're bringing them in.
Thank
They
you so
got the
much.
cash.
Thank you, thank
You're
you.
welcome. Anybody else? Okay. Seeing none. Motion to approve the previous minutes of board meeting 16, Thursday, April 21st, 2022, and approval of bills for payment.
So moved.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes, journal entries number 1. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve journal entries number 1.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. All right, number 2, agreements. A, Convention and Visitors Bureau.
Good morning,
Linda?
everyone. Letter A is an agreement with Youngstown State University Athletics for just a simple advertisement in the football program for the 2022
No.
season, 1750 non-general.
Okay, thank you. And I did overlook one thing and went right to public comments, so I'll do it right now before we continue. This is the Mahoning County Commissioners Hearing Room. regular board meeting number 17, Thursday, April 28th, 2022, slightly after 10. Thank you. B, engineers.
Good morning, Commissioners. This is an agreement with commercial truck and trailer for replacement star vehicle number 48 and the estimated amount of $637.49. It's non-general.
Okay, thank you. C, recycling. Luke?
Good morning, Commissioners. This is our agreement with the City of Youngstown to provide a tire drive later on this year, most likely at the Cavelli Center.
Okay. D, risk.
Morning, Commissioners. This is for your signature for approval of another 3-year participation agreement with the County Risk Sharing Authority, or CORSA, for the county's insurance pool. Again, the market has been really well. They've been managing pretty good. The increase was below the regular market, and I recommend approval.
Thank you. Number 2, agreements A through D. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve agreements.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, change orders. A, engineering.
This is change order number 4 and final with Lindy Paving for the South Avenue Lighting Project. It's in the amount of $10,566.14. It's non-general.
Okay, thank you. B, sanitary.
Good morning, everyone. This is change order number 1 from $38,348.84. It's down from $39,381.42 for Marucci and Gaffney, a project at Meander Wastewater Treatment Plant, the tank rehab project number 514A, and it's a decrease in the total amount of $1,032.58 non-general.
Okay, thank you, Tara. And C, Joe.
Good morning. This change order number 1 is with Intrinsic LLC for body cameras on a month-to-month basis in the amount of $1,347.55 per month, and that's non-general.
Okay, thank you. Number 3, change orders A through C. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve change orders.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4 is appointments, and it's our office, and it's the commissioners, and it's appointing the following individuals to serve on the Mahoning County Children's Services Board for 4 years effective May 1st, 2022. Pastor Michael Harrison Sr. and Maria Cougaras Pappas. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve appointments.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. And number 1, resolutions additions. Do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions additions.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 2, record of bids. Rick, all 3, A, B, and C.
A is the Mahoning Bridge Rehab. Containing B is Nothing Well Road culvert replacement, and C is Western Road culvert replacement.
Okay, thank you. Number 2, record of bids.
Motion to approve record of bids number 2.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 3, resolution of awards, recycling. Lou?
Commissioners, this is a resolution to award the contract to Veolia Environmental Services. They're located out of North Jackson for our household hazardous waste collection. It's a 2-year contract with the option to renew. The building on Bev Road may change the way we decide to collect in the future, but for the next 2 years, we're going to keep it as is.
Okay, thank you. Number 3, resolution of awards. A, do I hear a motion?
Motion to approve resolution of awards.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Chafficanty.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler. Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Number 4, resolutions, commissioners O and B, A and B.
Commissioners, item A is a resolution approving a Memorial Day allowance of $250 to veterans organizations and $100 to civic groups for Ohio Vice Code 30666. I think they would like the other number more.
I think so too.
We won't go there, though.
Oh,
Let's
where's
go
that
100.
coming from?
Those bean counters and their decimal places.
Item B, Commissioners, is a resolution to rescind and replace Resolution 21-12-026 for the 2022 holiday schedule.
Okay, thank you. See Dog Warden Jimmy.
Good morning, everyone. This is a more obligation that's necessary to be approved for an unforeseen repair that was needed at the dog pound. Adam and Eve was the first to be able to come out and respond to repair and replace the kennel mop sink issue.
Okay, thank you, Jimmy.
Sure.
D, engineers, Rick.
Yes, this is a resolution to reject all the bids received on Wednesday, April 20th, 2022 for the Mahoning Bridge rehab.
Okay, thank you. And E, facilities, Alan.
Morning, Commissioners. This is a resolution approving the moral obligation for payment of $1,887.50 to Facility Products and Services LLC, doing business as FPS Roofing for repairs to roof leaks at 825 Bev Road.
Okay, thank you. F, jobs and family services, Audrey.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Audrey, Nancy. and Kim. Resolution for Job and Family Service approving a 5-day suspension of one employee starting May 3rd, 2022.
Okay. G, law library, Susan.
Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning, Nancy. This is a resolution approving the Law Library Resources Board to enter into a memorandum of understanding with the statewide consortium of county law libraries for a grant award of $5,000 for new computers.
Okay, thank you. H, sanitary, Tara.
This is a resolution to enter into an agreement with GPD Group for professional engineering services for the 5 Points Pump Station. This is the sanitary sewer and force main improvement project number 490, and the estimated amount of $1,502,818. Non-general, also funded by USDA grants and loans.
Okay. I, sheriff, and J, sheriff.
Yes, I is a resolution in support of an application for fiscal year 2022 to the Law Enforcement Violence Reduction and Staff Grant in the amount of $50,000. And this is with no local match to be used by the Mahoning Valley Law Enforcement Task Force. And J is a resolution in support of an application for fiscal year 2022 to also the Law Enforcement Violence Reduction and Staff Grant in the amount of $632,652 with no local match. And that's to assist the human trafficking investigations.
Okay, thank you. Number 4, resolutions A through J. Do I have a motion?
Motion to approve resolutions number 4.
Second?
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler.
Yes.
Commissioner Remedy Agati.
Yes. Well, that concludes the business portion of our meeting. I see Susan online. Do you have anything for us, Susan? From veterans?
No, I don't. We're getting ready to set up a Dave and Ed swap meet this weekend, pass out literature, and advertise our offices if anyone needs services.
So how's the truck coming?
It's coming. We'll be down there for training the first week of May. So we're going to take a ride over and see the progress of the vehicle.
Oh, that'll be great. You'll have to take some pictures and send them over to us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Is that the swap meet at the Canfield Fairgrounds?
Yes, it is.
It's car parts.
Car parts.
I'll be there.
Oh,
All right.
You better bring the truck. He might need him to bring him to his house.
I need,
Right.
I need a transmission, Susan. Keep a lookout for a M20 Bone Crusher Muncie if you see one
Oh,
for
my God.
69.
I'll hold it for you.
All right, check it out. Thank you.
Lou, you have anything about recycling?
I guess we're gonna start our first hazardous waste collection this year on May 14th out of the Canfield Fairgrounds. You can check our website for more information about that. We did award some some elementary school students from grades 4 through 8, so elementary through middle school, with our Earth Day environmental contest. So there are 5 billboards out there in Mahoning County illustrating their artwork, and it'll be out there for the next month. So look for those all around the county. And we are just taking the steps necessary to move forward with the greenhouse project, as well as the electronics collection project that'll be ongoing at the Bev Road facility.
And I think everybody's very excited about the greenhouse project.
I think so too.
Ran into Jeff Lagata, very excited. So we will have a lot of fresh vegetables and fruits, not only on Bev Road, but at the campus care. So there should be no excuse for someone to get fresh foods and fruits. Right, Lou?
Agreed. And then when we start composting, that's going to take it to the next level.
Oh, that'll be great. Good deal. Anyone else have anything?
Commissioners, I'd like to just add,
Okay.
I wanted to thank you for participating in the OSHA's Workers Remembrance Day today. You heard all the stories about how hard people are working and how many people get injured in the course and the scope of their employment. And I just wanted to extend my appreciation for participating and making sure Mahoning County workers are always appreciated.
Well, we thank you for that. It's very sad that we really have to have those kind of discussions, these kind of meetings or remembrances. People need to be a little more careful on, especially now that we're going into spring and summer, on the roads. Our workers, the county workers, the engineers, the state workers on the highways and the turnpikes, put the phone down, don't text and drive, and be careful, watch the road, because our workers, not only in Mahoning County, but all over, are on there working for us. They should go home at night like we do and not get killed in the process of going home another way. So I would encourage people to please with the telephones. And you would think, we were on the freeway or on the turnpike about a week ago, and my husband was driving, and I'm watching people. How do you text, drive, and look down and do this all at one time? I have no clue. I mean, it's craziness. I mean, I just, it's very dangerous, especially today in this day and age. We must be careful what we do. You know that, and I'll probably say that every meeting because I see it, even though it's not legal to do that, I see it constantly. It's wrong. Or we're putting makeup on, and we're talking on the phone at the same time while you're doing the work. I don't know how they do that. It's just, it just throws me to see something like that. But thank you all. I'll see if my partners, Dave, Anthony. So thank you.
No, I just like to say that, you know, should have a little bit of a prayer for what's going on in our community with these shootings. It's terrible. You know, we need not only God's intervention, but we need everybody to help with this. It's not getting any better. It seems to be getting progressively worse. And every time we turn on the TV, somebody's getting killed. You know, I pray that this stops and we heal. And I know everybody's doing what they can do. Law enforcement can only do so much. And, you know, I think we get back to the old days of policing and putting people in the communities that know what's happening and come forward and expose these people that are committing these heinous crimes. I also want to say that we had a great time the other night at the action banquet. It was very beautiful. The county commissioners gave a donation of $150,000 for a food truck. And that food truck will be going out to communities in the city and in the county, bringing fresh foods and vegetables to some of those folks who actually don't have access. So it was really a good event. There was a ton of people there. The food was good. Got to hand it to Rose Carter and her organization for what she's done with the Action organization. And Kathy, thank you for having us participate. International Workers Mourning Day. We all know somebody who's lost their life in the line of their work or line of duty. So we pray that those standards stay in place to protect our workers. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Dave?
Yeah, good, Anthony. You hit on the head on most everything. I appreciate that. Also, the action banquet was great. The ribbon cutting was great. And it was good to see so many people in City of Youngstown, with their art funds, participated in the purchase of the bus as well as the county did to make sure that, we address the food desert situation in the City of Youngstown with the ability to be on the road. Jeff Magada and Flying High just has a great organization, and they help with so many. Rose Carter, she does a great job with respect to that as well with Action and trying to get the food out to people and setting up. I think she said they started this, like 12 or 13 years ago to try and bring food into the city. So they've worked long and hard, and to see so many people participating at the ribbon cutting, it really was heartwarming to see it come to this point. And there's a long way to go, but they've really climbed, quite a ways up the mountain since they started 12 years ago. So I really want to thank them, and Kathy Jones, our risk manager. Sometimes I think we're at risk when Kathy's around, because she gives us a hard time all the time, but does a great job on our behalf. And we did have a chance to participate. It was alarming seeing that 12 people die a day across the United States in work-related accidents. And it's sad. We've had probably, Rick, I don't know what, 2 or 3 in the last 3 or 4 years, the county, people that are, we had one individual on Mahoning Avenue brush hogging off the road, rear-ended in the back and disabled one of our workers, and people that get up this morning like you and I to go to work, they expect to sit down to dinner tonight with their family. They don't expect to have the family come to the hospital because they were killed on the road. And like Carol said, it's so important for us to make sure, we do the right things and make sure that we're, staying focused. I'm guilty of it. I'm sure we all are in some way, shape or form. We just need to do a better job, and especially right now with the summer hitting, slag on the road, motorcycles coming out. I have a motorcycle and it's, I get scared, not because I, think that I'm not focused, but too many people around you aren't focused. Number one, they're hard to see. Number two, if you're texting and driving, you'll never see them. I've had 2 first cousins that, one in Florida, one in Atlanta, Georgia, both killed on motorcycles. They said, my cousin Bobby Ditzler got killed 3 years ago in Florida. They said he died of blunt force trauma. And I said to his brother, what does that mean? Blunt force trauma. And he said, well, a girl hit him on the side of his motorcycle, severed his leg off, and he bled to death before anybody got there. So, it's a situation that, is dangerous. We all need to be more focused, be more aware, and make sure that the summer comes, you watch out for kids and motorcycles and workers.
Put this away while you drive.
Yeah, and I know we get frustrated with the orange barrels, but it's progress. It's money going into the community, roads being paved. We complain about potholes during the winter. And then when they orange barrel it to fix them, we complain because they're fixing them and we're inconvenienced. Just I'll have to slow down and do a better job.
Well, thank you. And I gotta say one thing about Action with the food truck. That's one of many projects that Youngstown and Mahoning County have partnered on to make Mahoning County, which Youngstown's a part of that, a better community all over, from Youngstown to Sebring. So this is just the start. We all just need to get together, sit at the table and discuss things. It'll work. We can all do that. Anyway, anyone else? If not, we will have a motion to adjourn. Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Roll call.
Commissioner Trafficante.
Yes.
Commissioner Ditzler. Commissioner Remedy.
Yes, the next meeting will be Thursday right here, May 5th, 10 a.m. Thank you. Have a good weekend.